Switch me on.
Weekend Harder.
Here I come. Oh.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
I think he can hear you, Ray.
Don't move. It won't hurt you.
Hey, bro. Wanna make an easy $200? Was this like a thing?
Please disperse! Nothing to see here, please! What happened? Are you okay?
Weekend Harder. Nope. Oh, I was kidding. Yeah, what's up? What do you mean, man?
Behold! My stuff.
Weekend Harder.
Come out to the coast. We'll get together. Have a few laughs.
I still don't know how I got into that vent.
Well, you're littler than I am.
Okay.
I couldn't get on your shoulders to get in. You had to get on mine.
Well, happy weekend. How are you?
I'm good. I'm so glad it's the weekend.
Yeah, me too. Mine. It's been a long Saturday, but I'm ready to have a hard weekend.
I was gonna say though, it is awkward to know that if me and JT ever come across Iron Man, I'm obligated to help JT beat him up. So
yes, you are. Yep. Welcome everyone to the show. This is our weekend show that happens every other Saturday. I think it's kind of special, right? When we don't have it every Saturday.
yeah, it is. It's something to look forward to.
Yeah. So, man, we got a lot to go over today. We have some cool stuff. We got a fan casting for a certain four family, a family of four.
Yeah.
Four family. And then we've got a cool guest coming on. He like roams the parks. Most people know him. He doesn't really need an intro. Do you think he needs an intro?
No, well, we're best friends, but he's like our best friend together.
Yeah, I would say he likes to save the day. He saved the day for me the other night when I was trying to do a game stream. By the way,
he's our third amigo.
Yeah. By the way, yes, I am starting to dabble into the world of games online, and I kind of boomered it. I'll let Tom mention that when he comes online. We'll just go to bring him on. Let's just bring on Tom.
Howdy, everyone.
Welcome
to. So it's hard for me to figure this out. So it's after the weekend harder, or the weekend harder, or are we just in weekend harder? Like I'm a little confused. I'm sorry.
Have you never had a hard weekend?
I'm gonna.
So Tom,
that's what she said.
The channel's after the weekend, right?
Yeah,
but these are special streams, which we call Weekend Harder, because when you're on Weekend Harder, you can say dick and fart jokes, and it's fine.
Okay. I'm into this. Okay.
Are you into the parts or the dick joke?
I don't know. I'm into the weekend, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. So it's basically a sequel to After the Weekend. So it's
like Hot Shots Part 2.
Yeah, and it's before the weekend. So it's after before the weekend. On it.
All right. I have missed talking to both of you.
Yeah, we have too. So we're glad to have you here. You've been a busy man.
I haven't seen you since last night when I pretended to be JT.
Oh my gosh. I saw a little bit of that.
I love the little mustache.
Did you fool everybody?
No, but I made everybody laugh.
Okay, kind of like this.
Just like that. Well, before we get into it, do we want to say hello to the chat?
We do. There's already saying hi to Tom. Like Joker Voice already said, don't feed the Zort. What happens to me if I fed him? Like if I went up to him and gave him some hot dogs. He would do that.
Laugh. He would laugh. He doesn't like hot dogs. He's very bougie. I mean, I've trained him well. He doesn't do hot dogs.
Okay.
It's raw fillet of beef from a specific region in Kyoto.
Right.
You know, part of me makes me think that Zort would poop like a rabbit or a goat, like pellets. But if he's eating food like that, I gotta imagine it's quite the cleanup.
Yeah.
That's what Jay's for.
Okay. Beard says party time.
Hey, Beard. Thanks for being here.
Yep. Good to see you. Joker yells at Tom.
Hi.
And then we have on your left. Yeah, you, Tom, you and Tim came and saved the day for my boomer moment when I was streaming games. You want to explain what happened?
Yeah. So I saw that JT was streaming Fortnite, which perked my interest because Fortnite. And I turned on my PS5, hopped on, and I'm like, why can't I hear him at all? Now I remember you did a test stream without anything anyway. Like you did a test stream without the mic and camera once before, where it was just you going through the game. So I'm like, oh, maybe he's just doing another one of the test streams. But then you're saying in the chat, like, can you guys hear me? Like, what's going on?
So how long were you talking to yourself before you realized that nobody could hear you?
The stream went about an hour and a half, and the first 20 minutes of that was me trying to figure out audio.
And so if you don't have a PS5, I'm gonna have my controller over here because I always do. There's like a little button.
That button was not on.
So you muted it not this way.
No.
See, this is how you should mute because it automatically mutes any mic plugged in, and you don't have to go into your settings. So
yeah, it was through the
future proof button
broadcast settings. Must have been stuck.
I'm just.
So wait,
right
what you're trying to say is that Tom turned you on.
Tim helped too.
Pretty much. Okay. Tim was there. He came first. Tim came first, but he came in all creepy. Like he was like, "Hey, what's up?" And I'm like, "Who are you? Like, who is this person?" Because his name doesn't match his game name. And then he's like, "This is Tim." And I'm like, "Oh, okay. Hey." I thought it was some random person. I was like, I don't know who you are.
Just a little advice: turn off like the invite thing if you're playing online streaming. That's a smart thing to do. You don't want people randomly like sending friend invites.
Well, so he was already my friend. He just hopped on. He was already my friend.
No. But what I'm saying is I've had that happen before where I didn't have it set up that way right after doing a stream with G&G, and it's like I had 35 like.
So it was kind of like it was kind of like this moment.
The tree touched me.
Oh, a lot of trees touched. Inappropriate tree touching.
Okay.
All tree touching is inappropriate though.
All right. Well, it's great to have you on. We're excited to talk about some of our topics. Like we said, we're doing a Fantastic Four Dreamcast, and you are going to give you ours. And we even have a fan from the channel submitted theirs to our Discord. So we're going to read off theirs. And then we're going to talk about somebody we are a little saddened, two people that since we've been live last time, that we're kind of sad that have left our lives. And then we're going to go into a thing that Rick kind of spurred up on Twitter. Who is the real Spider-Man? And of course, we'll have an old commercial to show. So we're excited. So let's dive right into this. We'll just get the moment of silence out of the way, going on here for You were a big fan of Dale from King of the Hill.
Oh yeah, I love King of the Hill. It's one of my favorite things to watch. I feel like it's an extremely underrated cartoon, and even my son loves to watch it. Little Spidey. In fact, I remember when we first started watching it a couple of years ago. We were eating, and we had gotten burgers, and he picked up a fry, and he's like, "I'm Dale."
Yeah.
So
he was smoking a French fry in front of his dad.
Yes, he was. He didn't realize what a cigarette was. He's like, Dale's always got this stick in his mouth. But yeah, even Dale is my son's favorite character. And
that was played by who?
Johnny Hardwick, who was a stand-up comic, and he was a writer for the show. And when they were kind of figuring things out, and kind of he was giving his take, they were like, "You're the guy." Yeah.
And unfortunately he recently passed away.
Yeah, they didn't say, what it was. But he was only 64, still very young. And they're working on doing a reboot of King of the Hill. So now I don't know what's going to happen with that.
Yeah, because he was a big character.
Yeah.
They had all kinds of spin-offs, little storylines for him.
Well,
look who shows up.
Hey, welcome. Well, out of all of Hank's friends, I mean, Dale was clearly his closest friend of his three friends too.
Mm-hmm. So we do have some. Hopefully, I can play these clips without getting in trouble. But I do have some here from Instagram. Like everybody's been posting like Dale clips of him. Here's one of this is the one from I think this is from the first episode where
they're talking about it is.
Yeah. So let's see.
On with it. It's a Ford. You know what they say Ford stands for, don't you? It stands for fix it again, Tony.
You're a thing.
That's funny. Like he was always good about saying those one-liners where that didn't make sense, but then it did make sense.
I'm thinking my favorite Dale moment. I don't know if you have a clip of it because you said you had two.
I have another. I have three.
Oh, you have three. Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll wait and see if you have it or not.
Okay. Hold on. Let me get the other one up here. So, right.
Too, like, I mean, like, if anybody's watched it, a big part of it is Dale's wife has been having an affair for like the past 10
that
years.
one. No, it's not that one. This was the one he's facing the tornado.
No. Just as you're pulling stuff up, I'm just talking, and he's clueless to it. But you kind of see that, like, even though he's clueless.
Dale, is this with the John Redcorn?
Yeah. But Dale loves his wife and loves his son. He thinks his son is his, even though his son looks just like the man who actually fathered him. And like Dale's like, for as much of a nut as he is, he's a great guy.
He is, yeah. Here's one reason.
All right, Twister. It's just you and me now. 10 years ago, you took my shed. Did you think I'd forget that? Come on, bring it on. God! No, please, let me go! Whoa!
I love it.
Yeah, he always made everyone laugh. He was like one of my favorite characters on that show. But Beard said something really funny. The older he gets, or older I get, the more Dale I become. It's true for all of us, and it's true for like almost any character in that show. Tom, were you a big fan of King of the Hill? Did you watch?
Yes, I really like King. I got along with Bobby Hill. Bobby Hill.
You do look like a Bobby.
He the episode where he ate the steak against the vegan girlfriend or vegetarian girlfriend, and even her parents applauded for him. One of my favorite episodes of King of the Hill. But yeah, Dale always reminded me of like someone that you felt like should have been in X-Files. Like if there was a spoof of X-Files, Dale would be that person. Like
yes, he was always into the aliens.
Yeah,
I always felt that Robert Patrick would have been an amazing Dale if they ever did a live action version of King of the Hill.
Good point. That's a very good point.
The other video I have is so John used to dress like Dale after he was kind of Dale in the show. and he would do skits of him in person. So that's what I'm going to show this right now. That's what one of these are. So just one more time. But yeah, here he is, and this is from Nostalgic. So
When I find myself in times of trouble, Father Gribble comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, pocket sand.
Well, so I don't know if you have it. That's what I was going to say is my favorite Dale moment is pocket sand.
Mm-hmm.
There's an episode where Hank, Boomhauer, and I suddenly can't think of the other guy's name right now, Bill. They decide to like put Dale on an adventure and make him think that he's fallen into some criminal shenanigans, and Dale thinks he has to go take a suitcase, and he grabs the wrong one, and the guy he's taking it from is fighting him, and Dale pulls out a fistful of sand and just throws it in the guy's face. He goes, pocket sand.
And we've all had pocket sand before.
Oh yeah.
So, that's why it's funny.
Have it unintentional, but
well,
yeah.
I was gonna say, well, isn't that what happened when you moved to Texas, JT? You had to start carrying sand in your pocket?
No, I mean I had sand in my pocket from Phoenix.
Well, that's true too.
Mm-hmm. So
I got sand.
What?
You got sand in your toes.
I got sand everywhere. I mean, I'm surrounded by it.
That's right, because you're in Florida, so you might have a lot of sand in a lot of areas. So
I hate sand. It's coarse. It gets everywhere.
Does Zord get sand everywhere? Does he have sand in him?
No, and that's why he never gets to go on the ground. He stays upright or in a carrying case. He never touches soil. He's too dirty. He'll get dirty.
Okay.
Don't want to have to wash him.
Now you were saying that you recently sent one of those to someone, right?
Yes. So I had a membership giveaway, and Moist Breadcrumb won a Zord of his very own. And
wow.
So
that's pretty cool.
It's in the air. It's in transit.
You threw him?
Disney threw him. I don't know. I'm gonna say this. As much as Disney nickels and dimes for a lot of things, their shipping is cheap. So I'm gonna give them that. Like it would have cost me $100 to ship at UPS. It was $10 from Disney.
Okay.
To ship across the country. So I'm gonna give them that. I'm gonna give them one thing. They have one check, cheaper shipping.
Okay. All right. Good to know. Even just saying pocket sand and walking away is a great way out of a conversation, says Beard of Liberty. Yeah.
What conversation do you want to walk away with leaving that type of impression in someone, though? Like,
have you seen what he does during the day? Have you seen his day job?
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cut your grass, ladies.
The fact that you did put him on groundskeeper Willie, that I mean,
well, we have others. We have things coming around. So
yeah,
a conversation that I don't care about. Okay.
Okay.
Good to know. Yeah, so it was very sad when I know you were very sad about when John passed, and I know it was a bummer for you because that's like one of your favorite characters and your favorite show. Yeah. We even reviewed it this year.
We did.
We even rewatched, my wife and I and my brother-in-law rewatched like the entire season. So yeah, it just was a real bummer to see him go. And it's very curious to see what they're going to do, which you said, if they're going to do a reboot or extension, if that's even going to happen now, because even if they like killed him off or did something different, it wouldn't be the same show.
Yeah. And I don't know how you can replace him with somebody. I mean, because Johnny Hardwick was Dale. I mean, that's
I can't see like Red Corn taking over and being the Dale like role. I can't see that.
Yeah, just how that character was. I mean,
even if it made his son older, I don't think it would work. I really don't.
Yeah,
I mean, unless you're doing the show as Bobby grown up and you have Bobby and like his ilk. You could
I
put
mean, everybody is
Dale in
supposed
an asylum or something.
I mean, everybody is supposed to be older. I mean, it is going to take place later. Hank will be older. It's not picking up like where it left off. I mean, because like the other thing too is Brittany Murphy, who did Luann, has passed away. She passed away a long time ago. And then even another character that came up later, Tom Petty did Lucky, Luann's husband.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You're true. That's true.
Yeah, yeah. So that was kind of something else too. Where, I mean, Brittany Murphy was great as Luann too. I mean, I don't know how you replace her.
It's going to be interesting if they even try to redo it. Hopefully they don't. Yeah. I'm with Beard.
Well, the Beavis and Butthead stuff they did for, was it HBO Max or something like that? Wasn't there?
No, Paramount. It's for Paramount.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I'm not really big on it, but now another fun character of our childhood, because we like to remember, our childhood on this channel, was Pee Wee Herman, and it was a bummer to see him. Also, it was more of a shock. I think all of them, right? Like, so I didn't know any. John, it was a shock because no one knows what happened.
Yeah.
Pee Wee, he didn't tell anybody.
But he was battling cancer for the past, I think, 5 years. He kept it quiet.
Kept it very, very quiet. So I'm wondering, like,
I like how you're still calling him Pee Wee and not like.
Well, because that's what we do. We remember him.
I remember him as Captain Rex.
Okay, well, Paul Rubens is the one who passed away. We were going to get to that, but like I said, yes, it's sad that the actor has passed away, but it's also sad those characters, because you never know if you're, it's something set in the past, and it's like something you always remember him for that, and he'll be a legacy like that. I
mean, like, as a kid,
like Pee Wee Herman kind of freaked me out sometimes. Like,
oh, really?
Well,
then this will really freak you out.
I was gonna say, I loved Pee Wee as a kid, and like I wanted to go to Pee Wee's Playhouse as a kid. I mean, well, it's kind of funny. Like, Pee Wee had an iPad.
He did.
He did. Before there was an iPad. I was telling these guys, he passed away. I was doing a Ninja Turtle stream with our friends over at Cannoli Sasquatch's channel, and I was saying there's a photo of me and a cousin of mine when we're like 5 years old, and I'm dressed as a Ninja Turtle, and he's dressed as Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah, it's just it was a fun. I remember it was a fun show. A lot of craziness happened. This will probably really freak out Tom too. He
I remember the movie. I never watched the show.
You got the talking chair, and Morpheus was even there hanging out with him.
Yeah.
But you remember the movie more, Tom, than the show.
The bike, all about the bike.
Well, so the funny thing is, in the show, he doesn't have a bike; he has a scooter.
Yeah.
So something happened there.
Pee Wee's Playhouse is actually built off of a routine that he did when he was in the Groundlings. And actually, he did for a while. He did like a comedy show you could go see in LA, and HBO actually did an hour special of it. And I don't know if you can find it on YouTube, but I think it's called the Pee Wee Herman Show, and it was far more adult. I mean, it's not risque or anything, but I mean, it definitely wasn't for little kids. But if you can find it, it's worth watching. It's pretty good.
Yeah, if you can find it somewhere, it'd be great to. It's fun to kind of watch a little bit of it. Not, I don't want to binge watch it, but it's fun to go in there and find the best episodes.
I watch it. I show that to the kid from time to time. You can find episodes on YouTube, and he thinks it's great. He's always like, "Yeah, I want to go to that place."
Yeah. What'd you say, Tom?
It makes me think of Mr. Bean. Like, I always felt that the Pee Wee Herman character was copying of Mr. Bean. His character, the flatulence in Mystery Man.
Yeah.
Character.
Oh yeah, it was good. He was great as the bad guy in Buffy the Vampire Slayer too.
He was also Penguin's father twice.
Yeah.
He was Penguin's father in Batman Returns, and then he was Penguin's father in Gotham.
Oh wow, I did not know he played Penguin's father twice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
but I think he got typecast in some ways because I think he was a good actor. Like I said, he was the voice of Rex. If you remember the original Star Tours, he was the captain. So like that was my most memorable thing of him because Star Tours.
He was in the very first movie we ever reviewed on After the Weekend, which was Flight of the Navigator. He's the voice of Max in that too.
He is. You're right. I totally forgot about that because he does that. He does that unique laugh. The haha. Yeah.
Oh, when things weren't auto-tuned and you had to do it yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. He does like the little haha. It's like it's just everyone knows what that is. So it was fun. So we were both sad that those two actors have passed away, and I'm glad that we could go back and remember them somehow with their shows. I think that's great.
I was just curious, was John known for anything else outside of Dale?
No, I mean he was like I said, he was a stand-up comic, but I think he had worked on some other shows, and I can't think of any of them off the top of my head, but I know he was like a comedy writer. But that was kind of his one role where he actually acted.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yep. Well, let's go ahead and move on to the part that we're really here for. I'm just kidding. And that's a go over.
The in memoriam is done.
Yeah.
Well, let's say before we do that, really quick, I just want to mention because I got sent something from
that's what I was saying.
Oh,
you have a surprise for everybody.
Oh, okay. I thought we were going to do another topic. So me and JT are friends with a guy, Yeti F, who does 8750. He sent me some.
Cool.
Some stickers, which I'll be putting some stuff up on the door.
Nice.
Later tonight. Very nice of him. And then I don't know if this was his kid who drew this or if he drew it, but I did get some artwork.
100% he drew that
as well for him, and it's got a little R2 on there.
100% he drew that.
Yeah, yep. Yeah. So Yeti, I really appreciate the mail. That was very nice of you, and I love the stickers and the artwork. So thank you.
Sure, he's watching.
I'm sure he is too.
He's always outside. I always see him outside somewhere.
Yeti Def drew that.
He's either outside or he's in the closet. When he records his podcast, he sets everything up in his closet.
His closet
to go
That's
out.
why he sounds great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jude, when she does her voice recording, she's in her closet too.
Yeah.
So it's a good place. If you follow it up.
Didn't know it was that easy to go in and out of that closet.
Oh, I see what you're saying now, Tom. Okay.
This is the weekend harder, right?
It is, but it's not like
that's low hanging fruit there, Tom. Come on.
Yeah, jeez, like.
Oh. No. No.
Oh, and by the way, for everyone that's asking why we did a Steve Martin thing.
Did I ever tell you about the day that Steve Martin died?
Steve Martin's not dead, Mike.
I know.
Yeah, he's not dead. We just wanted to honor a cool actor. We might do those for others.
I would be very upset if when Steve Martin passes. That would be.
Yeah, you were on that stream with me. It was fun.
Yeah.
My closet is full of ammo. Sound quality is garbage.
I would assumed it would sound banging in there.
That's his other room. He gets the ladies.
Hey, Jacob Ironside's here.
Hey, buddy.
Evening, gents.
So, what were you talking about? Oh, yeah, your stickers. So you got a few stickers, got a drawing. That's pretty cool that he did that for you.
Yeah, it was nice of him.
Yeah.
Well, when it showed up, my wife was like, "You had this, you had a letter that had no return address on it," and then she's like, "I think it's from your friend Yeti."
He doesn't put his address on it.
And she's like, "Oh, did he have his kid draw you a picture? That's so sweet.
See, even Joker knows. Closets are great for voiceover work.
Exactly. No, that was nice of him. I really appreciated that. So I wanted to share it with everybody.
That's cool. I'm glad he did that for you.
Yeah.
Now he also like swam in a lake for you.
He did.
What?
Yeah, it looks like he went to like the local park though. Like it's like a giant creek that runs through it. And apparently there's a lot of like copper in the water, so it's really yellow. And there was somebody who commented, they're like, why is the water so yellow? Like moose pee.
So whenever you become like a member or a Patreon member to 8750 podcast, he does something. Either he chugs apple cider, he jumps in some water, he skis. I don't know. Does something for you like that. Tom, I think you should start doing that for your members.
Yeah.
Okay. I
think you should start doing some crazy stuff like streaking through Walt Disney World. I think that would be...
First of all, that would get me trespassed, and I don't want to do that.
I think Tom should dress up like Zort.
Yeah.
Funny enough, I'm going to Mickey's Not So Scary on
and then you should
Tuesday.
model Zort to look like a little Tom.
I can't find a Salacious Crumb costume. They don't have them. There's like no Salacious Crumb.
Etsy. I'm sure somebody on Etsy could make that.
I'm sorry. I have like a $40 max that I'll spend on this.
There's like a lot of people out in our world right now that are cosplayers. They can definitely help you out.
I'm going to try and get people to start super chatting for that.
Go ahead. Yeah. I will have my own Canadian Bear moment. That's fine. I will do that.
Well, speaking of cool stuff to talk about. So everyone, we're on our third, maybe possibly our third Fantastic Four movie. Do you think it's going to do well?
When Disney first bought Fox, I immediately went, yes, we're going to get a Fantastic Four movie with the quality of MCU films we were getting at the time. And now I think they are going to they looked at who did the last movie? Who was that guy?
Fourth.
Josh Trank.
I always forgot about that.
Josh Trank. I feel like they're going to walk up to Josh Trank and go, hold my beer.
Maybe it's going to be all ladies.
Hang on, I'm going to be right back as you guys are talking. Hang on.
You don't think it's going to be an all ladies crew like Ghostbusters?
I think they had their perfect template with Incredibles, and they did a fantastic. Disney did a Fantastic Four movie better than any other Fantastic Four movie but that was Disney
Incredibles.
Before. The Incredibles was really good. You had you had Mr. Fantastic in Elastigirl.
You did.
You had that. You had the Thing in Mr. Incredible, pretty much.
Yeah.
Super strong person. The only ones that were different, and actually you did have Sue Storm or Sue's
You had them all.
ability. Dash is the only one that's different. He's doesn't have fire, but like there's one character different.
Yeah, fantastic.
And I think what was it? Brad Bird directed The Incredibles?
I believe so. Yeah, I believe so. So like we wanted to do our own we're gonna start doing these on every now and then. We'll do a Dreamcast, and we'll just kind of discuss it and see where it goes. But we're gonna start off with Fantastic Four. We might do others out there. If you want us to go over anything, if you have like, oh yeah, do Ninja Turtles or do some other random movie, let us know and maybe we can do that for you.
I couldn't grab everything, but I love the Fantastic Four.
Did you go run?
When they came out with Fantastic Four Pops, I went and immediately bought all of them.
Lord Vader, the fleet has moved out to light speed and we're preparing to...
You have failed me for the last time, Admiral. Captain Piet.
Yes, my lord.
Make ready to land our troops beyond their energy field, then deploy the fleet so that nothing gets off the system. You are in command now, Admiral Piet.
Thank you, Lord Vader.
When you popped in, that's what you look like. You look so excited that you have Fantastic Four pops. It reminded me of that clip of how excited you were to take over the Death Star and me dying.
Well, and Matt Vader
How do they
hates
move the mouth
pops,
for Matt Vader when Vader doesn't have a mouth? I'm
science,
curious.
Tom. That's how.
I'm curious. I'm sorry. Don't mean to ruin it.
I was gonna say, before we share the slides, do we want to share what we had got in our Discord and what Tom?
Oh no! So I guess you weren't listening when I said.
No, I was grabbing my toys. So
we're first. You're gonna give we're gonna go over the yours.
Okay.
And then Tom's gonna give his.
Okay.
Or we're gonna give ours, and then Tom's gonna give his, and then we'll do the fan.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Sure. People.
Maybe next time say we'll show the fan.
Yeah. People in the chat too
should
throw out yours as we do this too. I'd love to see what the chat.
Yeah, put it in the chat who you want to do. So I'll let you lead this off since you are the most hyped up about this.
I feel like I might end up being the saddest too when it comes out, but so.
And now you just not you also did the 4 main characters plus.
I did 2 villains too.
2 villains,
just because I kind of go. I feel like, they would go either way with it, or even have technically both those characters. Maybe just one is not who he is quite yet. So I went with John Hamm for Mr. Fantastic. I know we've seen John Krasinski, and I do think he was a good Mr. Fantastic himself, but just to be a little different, I think he would be a really good Reed Richards. He should be in a superhero film, but
he should be Batman.
But I could certainly see him pulling off. I mean, I think he's got a good build for the character, tall, skinny. But I think he can also play an intelligent character well, which that's
he could.
Reed Richards is.
He's done that before.
Yeah,
I like this pick. I agreed with you on this one. So
yeah. So that's who I had. Tom, who did you have for?
I had a toss up between Oscar Isaac and Johnny Depp for Mr. Reed Richards. So Johnny Depp, if you wanted his cue a little bit older, I know Depp's still in his late 40s, and I would honestly I want Sue. It's weird because Sue I kind of want younger, but for some reason most of the times I think Sue's about 10 to 15 years younger than Mr. Fantastic anyway. When you look at the ages, but I would say Oscar Isaac if you wanted to kind of even out their ages between everyone. I think Oscar Isaac could be a good choice. Especially after Dune.
With Johnny Depp though as Mr. Fantastic, it's gonna be so weird when he says this.
Why is the rum gone?
He's also gonna go like this a lot.
Yeah, but for a rubber dude,
for a rubber dude.
I'm just saying the hand movements work. Yeah.
Tim's getting ahead of us, but cast Geode as the thing.
All right, so our fan who submitted on our Discord, and you can find our Discord in our description, Nerdy Neo, or AKA Boba Fett, for Reed Richards, he picked the one that we've already seen, John Krasinski.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of lean towards that, but I just kind of went, since we've talked about it, I'm like, well, I want to be a little different now.
Yeah, the rumor is Matt Smith's going to be it. That's the
I can see
rumor.
Matt Smith. He's got the right demeanor behind him. I can see that.
Yeah. Now for Sue Storm, this one was a little trickier.
Did you pick a blonde?
I did pick a blonde. I kind of went with somebody that I felt like has been a little underrated in Hollywood that we have not gotten to see in more roles. So I do hope everybody likes my pick here, but Tricia Helfer from Battlestar Galactica.
Yowzers.
Loved her on that show. Yeah, she's gorgeous. I mean, who wouldn't want to see her as Sue Storm, in my opinion? So Plus, I'm also thinking
Spirit
of
of Liberty
Hammond.
just went like this.
And again, thinking of the character that she's going to be playing with, John Hamm, I think that would be a good choice. So,
yeah, look, Joker's already good. He likes your picks.
That's Vanessa Kirby.
Oh, never mind.
Vanessa
I thought
Kirby,
he said
yeah.
Kirby. Sorry,
That's the one
no.
that's being, I think, was cast or is.
Never mind. I thought
that's
Joker
who's
was a
rumored
great
right
movie.
now. Because I think she's in the new Mission Impossible. I think she was in the last one too.
That's the blonde who plays the arms dealer, correct?
I haven't seen it. I just know she's in it. So
All right, I think that's who it is.
I couldn't tell you who she played
looks
in.
like a Sue Storm. She would
I don't
be good,
remember her.
but,
I don't remember her name. Sorry.
Sure, but yeah, I mean that was my pick. Tom, who did you pick?
I have two. If we're skewing towards the younger side, Emma Roberts.
Okay.
She was in a movie with actually Hayden Christensen about a pizza shop. If we're skewing a little bit older, honestly, even though people don't like her right now, I think Jennifer Lawrence could do a decent job as Sue Storm.
Well, she already was Sue Storm. Remember, she's done everything first.
Well, I'm just thinking of blonde actresses that
You want to have
are-
Sue Storm without Jennifer Law.
Well, those are my two choices. And I also request that they, redo the.
I don't know
theme
why.
with
I
Heather.
thought you were gonna pick who's the lady who plays Ms. Marvel or Captain
Brie
Marvel.
Larson.
Brie Larson. If
No.
she could be invisible the whole time.
No.
So, Broba, he went with, or Nerdy Neo, he went with Emily Blunt.
Yeah.
I don't want to see the husband-wife thing.
Right,
Amanda Seyfried, I would be okay with, but ever since I knew that she did a movie
Well,
about a porn
remember,
star,
his
I'm not gonna
fan
do it.
cast was John Krasinski. They wouldn't be a husband-wife.
No,
thing.
I'm
Yeah.
John Krasinski and Emily Blunt aren't.
Oh, they are. Never mind. I thought I'm getting my John's. I hammed it up. Sorry.
Amanda Seyfried also has like really weird, like her eyes are like Golem, like she's got the Golem eyes. So I don't know about that.
What's a Golem eye?
Like her eyes are huge. Like if you ever seen her in anything, her eyes are gigantic. It's like more so than Halle Bailey.
Yeah,
Okay.
Emily Blunt, I don't necessarily see her as Sue Storm, but I think the chemistry between the two of them is good.
Would be
so
good.
I think that's one of those.
Maybe
where-
maybe we could get Lizzo to play Sue Storm.
Oh God. I thought you were gonna say have her play the Thing.
Well,
Um,
all right. So Flame On. Let's
I suddenly can't think of this actor's first name. Now I feel bad because I picked him.
Great.
Let's
I
see
know,
this.
isn't it? That's
It's the Quaid. It's the guy.
yeah, Jack Quaid. I almost said
Yeah.
Jack Ryan for some
From The
reason. So I'm
Boys.
like, yeah. I
Really,
think
He's also
looks
in
like he's
Oppenheimer.
doing the Flame On.
I know too. That was kind of the other reason, but I think he would be a great Johnny Storm.
Yeah, he looks fun.
I think he's funny. One of my favorite movies he did was
He's been in
Lucky.
movies.
It's Logan Lucky or Lucky Logan. I don't know if you guys saw that. It was like a heist movie by Steven Soderbergh with Channing Tatum, and it's got Daniel Craig in it. It's pretty good.
Okay. I think I don't really know much about this person here, but it just got me thinking about it. Tanner Buchanan from Cobra Kai would be a good. That's the kid that is Johnny's son. In Cobra Kai.
Tanner Buchanan.
Mm-hmm. Did I say Buccaneer? What did I say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buckingham is who you said.
No.
He's responding to Joker Voice's comments.
So he might be a good one too. They
We don't want another Ezra Miller situation where we cast someone that looks odd for a character.
Yeah.
No, Finn Wolford doesn't.
No.
No.
But
So
yeah,
bro-
no, I mean, I think Jack Quaid would be a good Johnny Storm.
So Broba picked, or I'm sorry, I could keep saying he's Nerdy Neo. Nerdy Neo picked. Is this before the face accident or after? He picked Zac Efron.
Zac Efron's really, isn't he like almost 40 now?
No, he is not my age. He's younger than me.
He's younger.
He looks.
You know, I mean, I could.
He
I could see him
he
playing
had a facial accident.
Doesn't he look like he looks like someone famous now? Who does he look like?
Did he really?
I think he looks I guess he
did.
looks like he looks like Bruce Jenner now, I think.
Yeah, he slipped and hit his jaw on a granite countertop, and they had to reconstruct his whole jaw, but when it grew back, he looks like a completely different person.
Yeah.
You could show it if you want. He looks like a completely different person. And why is John Hamm just so freaking happy and squinty? I don't get it.
It's when the writer's strike is over.
Hey, that guy never is. He's always
actually
happy.
What happened to him though? After
he made progressive commercials.
Yeah, I know, but like after Mad Men, he kind of just like fell off the face of the earth. Like I know he's had some small bit movie roles, but
yeah.
So he all that right that he hit the side that's a little tweaked.
So he hit Mark Hamill.
The left side. Yeah, he did. He did it, Mark Hamill. You are absolutely correct. But this wasn't a car accident. He like slipped and fell on like a granite countertop or granite tile or something and cracked his whole jaw. So he had to get it like reconstructed. And now he looks, and he's probably had plastic surgery because he's probably freaking out that he doesn't look the same. And now he looks like
he looks older.
Yeah, he looks not good.
He looks completely different.
It's made him look a lot older.
That's why I thought he was in his.
I
40s.
never.
Well, there's another movie. He's actually doing a movie where he's playing a wrestler from the 80s.
Yeah, I saw that picture.
That's a little bit of a makeup, but you can still see his face. We're getting off topic here, but yeah, like he's just one of the long media list of people who've gotten
he's my
something.
age.
Yes, see. Yeah, he got a really bad accident. That happened like around 21 or something like that.
I would say I
didn't ever hear that, but
well, you're not a big Zac Efron fan.
I guess I'm not. So
I mean, my wife like loved him. She thought it was great, and then she's like, "Have you seen him lately?" I'm like, "Yeah." So, what are you trying to show here?
I don't know what that was, and that probably.
All right, here we go. All right, next we're gonna do the.
Well, that was him from that wrestler film.
Wait, I didn't get to say mine.
Oh. Did you? I thought you did. I thought you said you wanted.
I didn't say
you
anyone
did.
for. Johnny
Yes, you
Storm.
did.
Who?
Finn Wolfhard.
No, that was the chat.
I thought you did say it though.
Logan Learman. There you go. I said my name.
Who?
Logan Learman.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I want someone a little bit less like.
R2 accidentally pulled up his incognito tab. He sure did.
I was showing off the thing that he was talking about the movie with the wrestler.
All right, show it again. It was not showing. It was like a blank,
really weird.
It was like a blank screen. That's why I was like, what are you showing here?
Oh, okay.
And then it immediately switched, so we all thought.
All right, we're gonna go to commercial.
Prune candy.
We need to make a commercial for all our friends that come on. No Yanni. Do you need something?
It was 101 degrees today. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and I worked on a fence, a car.
I had to go to a theme park.
Do you guys see that now?
Yeah, there you go. See how well that's not the one I was looking for, but yeah.
All right, now bring up a picture of Bruce Jenner from the 80s, and he looks like Bruce Jenner.
I don't want to go searching for Bruce Jenner. All right.
It's okay. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. So we got we've got
Thing left at least.
Yeah, The Thing. So Rick, who'd you pick? Who did you pick for The Thing?
So I picked Adam Baldwin. I
like this one.
Adam Baldwin would be a perfect Thing, especially too if you watched him on Chuck playing Casey. That was very much always made me think of Ben Grimm and just. Always a grouch, but deep down in his heart is a lovable guy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they might do a lady with this one.
Yeah.
Well, he's bringing up the Future Society or something like that.
That's
Fantastic
the
Four team.
Freedom Force.
No, but there is a Fantastic Four team that has She-Hulk in it when Thing's not there.
No, well, yeah, but there was still the Fantastic Four when she filled in for him.
Yeah, but He's saying it could be that.
No. I get what Joker Voice is saying, but I was just telling Tom they were still Fantastic Four when She-Hulk was on the team.
Adam Baldwin is on my short list of celebrities who I want to shake hands with.
There is a great interview.
Check out Salty Nerd.
That the Salty Nerd did with him. You'll enjoy it. I think he would be an amazing Ben Grimm, along with playing the Thing himself too.
Would you do you would do a physical costume, like you would put Adam Baldwin in a suit?
I mean,
they could go the Hulk route.
I think they could go the Hulk route too and do CG. I mean, I would almost, I think, want to see that after. I don't think the suit really worked when.
What was the character in Thor, the Rock dude? I mean, that's sort of like
Korg.
Yeah, Korg. So that's sort of what they did.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think they would do CGI. Tobias Funke.
Okay. Tom, who would you pick?
Mark Wahlberg.
Oh.
I kind of like the idea of doing a shorter, smaller person for Ben Grimm, just for like
a little bit of Marky Mark.
Hey there, Reed Richards.
Well, I just think
say hi to your mother for me.
I think I want an accent, and Adam Baldwin doesn't have an accent, and I don't know if he could pull off a New York accent, like a Brooklyn accent. I don't know if Adam Baldwin could do that. So I think that
he could. Yeah. He's a good actor. Maybe he could.
And I mean, I would say either Mark Wahlberg or Tom Hardy.
Okay.
In there for the Thing, and I would want to, because Tom Hardy is a chameleon with voices. Like he does so many different
Venom's gonna be the Thing.
Well,
I was
Venom's done. I think me for the Thing.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I'm not old Blue Eyes, as he's called.
Who for the Thing?
Tom.
Oh, Tom.
Okay.
Wait, you've even heard Mila Kunis for the Thing?
I've heard about that. That's
they might do a lady. So
I'm sorry. I'm gonna say this. A rock lady is gonna look weird. I'm just gonna say.
I think it's Mila too, by the way.
Mila, whatever.
Rock lady. I think I met her at the grocery store.
Well, there was a female version of the Thing. In the
there was.
Period, yeah. So
now Nerdy Neo picked Alan Richardson,
who played Jack Ryan on Amazon.
Okay, yeah, he's
series.
Huge.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I would have cast him for Craven actually, but
that was a good choice. When I saw it, I was like, I don't know who that is. I had to go look it up. So
yeah, it's a good choice there. Nerdy
that
Neo.
Was a good choice. So yeah, so that's who we got for our for Marvel's First Family there. None of our picks will probably happen, unfortunately, but
probably not.
If we got to, that's who I
honestly, you picked cheap picks in terms of cost, so it might happen. Like Disney's money is not.
How dare you call Jack Quaid cheap?
Wow.
I'm just saying, all of them are not they're not A-list.
I can't believe you even called Jack Ham isn't A.
Move this man.
More the last thing you saw John Hamm in where he was.
Oh, sorry. No, Nerdy Neo's right. Reacher, not Jack Ryan. Reacher.
I always like when I play a clip that Rick's never seen in our queue.
Sorry. I'm so sorry, Nerdy Neo. I got it wrong. Okay. So I gotta imagine this is one of the two villains that they'd potentially go with in the film. Mole Man. He was the villain in the first issue.
Mole Man.
Yeah, Mole Man.
It's like the Underminer.
Yeah. So I had picked for this Paul Giamatti.
He was wasn't he in Spider-Man?
Yeah, he did play the Rhino, but I think he would be good at Mole Man. Mole Man's not necessarily a smart guy. I was kind of thinking of his character in Planet of the Apes. That's kind of what made me go with him. Just because I imagine they put some prosthetics on him a little bit.
Oh, the Mark Wahlberg one. Okay.
Yeah, the Mark Wahlberg one.
Yeah,
and but he's a good actor. I think he would be good at it.
Rumor is Marvel Studios going with Galactus.
Yeah, and
It's
I
huge mistake.
It's gonna be.
I agree with that being a huge mistake too.
Danny DeVito.
20 years ago, I'd say Danny DeVito would be a great Mole Man.
But I could see him being a Mole Man.
But Tom, who did you have?
Peter Dinklage.
You went with the biggest asshole for one of the littlest characters.
Yep.
Now, Nerdy Neo did not have a pick for this.
He did not. So he has to do one in the chat live now.
Yeah.
Is he going to do it?
Are you going to sneeze, Tom? You okay?
He's going to cry.
I'm trying not to laugh. I really did. I had two choices, and I took the one that would be funniest. But who's Rufus Sewell?
I don't know anything about Mole Man. Just pick like a fat round dude.
He's just a Digimon pick.
Okay, he's going with you. He's green with you, Rick. So.
I forget how tall is Mole Man in the comics?
He's short.
Is he like Puck?
I think you got rid of the clip that I wanted to use there. I was going to call him a grade A suck up for picking the same thing as me.
That's it. That's in there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
We got so many.
They need
to have. Oh, look at this. We got a grade A suck up. Good to know. Good to know. Anyway.
They need to have folders in StreamYards for the clips. They need to have folders.
Yeah.
You're right.
You're right. Now, I think I'm going to get yelled at for my next pick by the chat based on what everybody's saying. So
this is for Dr. Doom. Let's save yours for last since you're going to be yelled at.
Okay.
Victor let's go. So Nerdy Neo for Dr. Doom. He picked Rufus Swell.
Who is that?
He was the bad guy in A Knight's Tale.
Do we need to show
him?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good actor. He's a good
had
actor.
A TV series that was weird on Fox for a while.
That is a good choice.
It is.
Tom, who do you have?
I picked Oscar Isaac as Dr. Doom. I thought like the way he's playing, the way he played,
because he played Apocalypse.
No, the way he played Duke Leto in Dune. I feel like he has such like a gravitas around him for Dr. Doom, for a ruler of a nation, for Latveria. So I think that like Oscar Isaac would be, and Dr. Doom's a villain you wouldn't kill off. You'd just like move him off the board for a little bit. So I think, he needs to make up the Apocalypse thing with a good character.
The other thing too is I kind of go because if you had Mole Man as a villain, you could still have Victor Von Doom in the movie prior to him being Dr. Doom, and you could build that up. I was going with a character because I'm thinking of who would play well off my choice of John Hamm. So, like I said, I hope I don't get yelled at in the chat by this, but
Carl Urban's a little bit short, though.
Ooh.
No, Carl Urban is like 6'4".
Yeah, he was.
I thought Carl Urban was in the shortest.
No, he's Judge Dredd. No, he's tall, but I think him kind of being that counterpart to Reed Richards. I'd like to see him be a villain. I think he'd be a cool Dr. Doom.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
I've always liked him. He was always fun.
Well, he wouldn't have a problem wearing a mask the entire time.
No.
Because he's again with like Dredd, he was very imposing.
See, they're not yelling at you. They agree with you.
I didn't know. I was like, everybody was picking the same thing that Nerdy had. So I was like, oh man, maybe I'm gonna get.
I mean, Beard doesn't know how to spell his name. Kark Urban.
Is he going to talk? Is he going to talk like Billy the Butcher and have the whole accent thing going?
But just I could see him being extremely imposing, especially as Doctor Doom. And just I think he would be a great villain. So
he is my favorite McCoy.
Yeah.
Well, these are all good choices. I think this will be a fun movie.
We won't do this, every stream, but at least once a month. I think it would be fun to do.
Yeah, and if you want us to do something, share it in our Discord or in the comments if you're watching this later, and we'll do it. Yeah. Like maybe a new Tombstone, like redo and the movie Tombstone. That might be a cool one to recast. Could be maybe Young Guns.
That's the movie I'm thinking from. He's the guy from Dark City, Rufus Sewell. That's a good movie. Sorry.
Yeah, I think he would do a good voice with a little augmentation that could sound really menacing. Yeah, he probably could. You could even do the kind of like they did with Ultron, right? That was pretty creepy.
Yeah. I mean, today you couldn't do it, but James Spader would have been a good Doctor Doom in terms of that imposingness and just...
Yeah, he freaked me out. When they did that first trailer and that dropped, I was like, oh my God.
So when I lived in California, the dentist I went to, he sounded like James Spader.
With the whole no strings on me singing, I'm like, I'm out.
But no, just... my dentist sounded like James Spader, and that was always kind of creepy to go to that dentist. He was a nice guy.
Well, it'll be a fun movie. Well, we'll see how it goes. I think we're just going to get a lot of weird Hollywood type casting for the next one. And I don't think it's going to do well again, unfortunately. Hey, but I could be wrong. I could be very, very wrong. R2 wants to do Thundercats.
Meant that as like a surprise. That's why I had it in there.
He didn't say that.
Yeah.
He didn't say that. You said that.
Yeah.
Move this man!
So
Tom's like, at least it wasn't me.
I'm just thinking they're saying Boo Earns. They're saying Boo Earns.
Knowing that Ultron is James Spader, I can't help but hear Ultron in in the Office. Yeah, totally agree.
Or Boston Legal.
Yeah. It's probably going to be a dumpster fire. Everyone says. See, I should have said. Everybody's excited about it.
Well, we'll remember that.
We have another surprise later this week, or next week for you.
Early next week or later.
Well, it could be later next week. Yes. So don't worry, we have a bunch of surprises coming up. One thing I'd like to mention is before we move on is we have a video dropping this Monday, and it's Fast and the Furious. That's the first one. And then we have Gone in 60 Seconds.
Sponsored by Olive Garden.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I like Uno's better.
What did you say? Why did you put your finger up?
Uno, number one. You said
okay.
Fast and Furious, number one. There's like
the
17
Fast
of them.
Yeah, the Fast and the Furious movie. And we're also doing Gone in 60 Seconds. Those will be premieres, so you can hang out in the chat while we drop that video. That seems to be fun. Now, like always, we try to show a commercial from our past. I think this one's I think a lot of people, you may know this one.
Nerdy Neo says the Fast and Furious video says it's 9 days away.
Oh, then that's okay. Never mind. It's Gone in 60 Seconds, then Fast and the Furious. Sorry.
Flip flopped.
See, Tom, look.
Move this man!
Yeah.
I was wrong. Okay, it happens. Long day. So here we go. Here's our commercial of this weekend. I want to show, and you might have had one of these, Tom and R2. See if you remember.
Yeah, let's soak him. Yeah, get him. No mercy.
You wouldn't shoot a guy in the back now, would ya?
Soak him. Fire.
Don't mess with. Shout and shoot too.
Fire. Gotcha.
You shout, and it shoots.
Take a bath.
I don't remember that commercial, but I think I remember that product.
I did not have that Super Soaker. I had an arsenal of super soakers. I always I purposely got the one that looked like the gun from Men in Black at the end. It had the one big one that had like it had the bipod to like lean it up because it was so heavy you couldn't hold it.
I even had the backpacks. You had reserve water. So
Yeah.
You can like click it up. Yeah.
You look like a gardener.
And the quick hose fill up.
You look like a bug sprayer.
I was gonna say you probably look like Beard of Liberty.
Yeah, yeah. And in Phoenix, because it was so hot, those would be so cool because like it would be nice and cool on your back. It was
remember though getting the very first Super Soaker. I remember seeing it at Toys R Us, and it was like, oh, it shoots 50 feet.
Dude, they were really good squirt guns.
Yeah,
they lasted.
What
a while,
happened? Because like you bought them, and they're still there.
If you have an original one of those, it's worth thousands of dollars.
Did Tom Super Soakers? Did Tom bring Super Soakers when he was with Jessica Biel's tour guide?
I wasn't allowed to have anything. I was working. I didn't even have a phone.
You were naked.
I had clothes on. I had the plaid vest.
Yeah, nothing like running around with plastic high pressure containers just waiting to rupture. Yeah, I do remember like there was one that actually sounded like a gun. So when you shot it, it actually like clicked and made like firing sounds.
See, that's what's unfair now because all the ones now I see are electric. Like you buy the ones on like Amazon that are from China or whatever that you can put in the water and it like automatically sucks the water up in, and it's like electric firing squirt guns. It's not the same thing. You have to like. I'm gonna stop.
Isn't that called the Kamala Harris model?
Actually, you get this one.
Oh my god, that is funny!
But get clipped, yeah. I'm being careful. I'm trying to be.
Wait, you want to be clipped?
No.
We can handle that.
Isn't he clips?
Who?
Damn it. Why did you have to say that on air? Now R2's never gonna let me live it down.
Every time I play that clip, I look how cool Joker was.
I like how thrilled he is in that moment.
I know. And he looks so different. He looks really different in that clip. He looks like a different man.
All I know is it was interesting that they had a voice-controlled squirt gun way back then.
I was going to say, Joker voices doppelgangers in our movie or review that premieres on Monday.
Oh, and Gone in 60 Seconds?
Yeah.
Who is
Nick
that?
Cage?
No. Vinny Jones.
Oh, Vinny. That's right. We say that on the show.
Yeah.
We said that in the video. Yes, we say that Vinny Jones is Joker's doppelganger in Gone in 60 Seconds. Mm. Yeah. You're cooler, Joker. But I do remember Super Soakers. If you didn't have one as a kid in Phoenix, you were a complete loser.
Did you put ice in the back? Like
yeah,
we put ice in the back of the Super Soaker to make sure it stayed cold.
Yeah, I remember my mom and dad always wanted our kids peeing in that water. I'm like, I doubt it, but why would you give them that idea?
Because you're pouring it into your buddy's mouth.
Hey, a hot day, you had the Super Soaker. It's hot, and there was no one around you. It was a water bottle.
Yeah, I remember there was
super soaked himself all the time.
I remember there was a lot of parents.
No, I just unscrewed the bottle and started drinking when there was no one around.
I just remember there was a lot of parents out there that like thought of the weirdest things. Like kids would like, why would we think? Kids don't think that way. So yeah, those were always fun. Again, I liked playing those commercials because it spurs like these little comments or conversations that help us remember the past, and I think they're great. And the reason why I play them on Instagram is because you don't get in trouble playing those. So anyways, now I'm ready for this juicy topic because R2 got in trouble on Twitter today or the other day.
No, last week.
A few days.
Earlier this week.
Yeah. And all you said was Peter Parker is Spider-Man and Miles Morales is Miles Morales. And you got called some dirty names.
Immediately. Like within 2 minutes of posting that, I was immediately called a racist.
Yeah, you were kind of, everyone came after you, pitchforks. You went to bed after saying that, and you woke up in the morning, and that happened.
Yeah. But for as many people that came after me, I did have quite a few people come defend me, which I appreciate that. Yes, that is definitely the worst thing you can say online.
It is right now. Well, one of them. So
yeah.
And you like spurred a whole conversation about who and what and why. Everybody, even our own some people we know.
I know. I upset some of the people of the Red 5 network. Apparently,
I could tell you even Disney markets Miles Morales as Miles Morales and not a Spider-Man. So yeah. Even like Disney and Universal, the packaging is Miles Morales, and then they have Spider-Man right next to him, which is kind of like a
yeah. And what I said was that he's a spider. Like they have this whole movie about all these different Spider-Men, right? Spider-Verses and all this stuff, and they all have different names, but they're not the Spider-Man. He is one of those spider people. You could be a Spidey person, a Spidey person, but there's always an original, and there's always only one. And one thing I said, and I brought this to someone, and this could be a real weird. Tom, you tell me if I'm way out of line here, but it's like if you took Darth Vader, right? And Darth Vader is Anakin, but then you put someone else in Darth Vader's suit and said, that's Darth Vader. And then you kept calling him Darth Vader, but it wasn't because it's not Anakin.
So it would be more like when Bucky took over for Cap during Civil War in the comic run. He never really saw himself as Cap, but it was for other people to see him as Cap. Or when Dick Grayson takes on the mantle for Batman, he never sees himself as Batman.
But the difference is, too, though, in the moment of when Bucky took over for Captain America was dead.
Yeah. And Peter Parker, I thought, died in the original Miles Morales run.
Oh, we're scaring people off already with this topic. I'm sorry. Thanks for coming by, Jake. I appreciate it.
Because wasn't it supposed to be the Ultimate Universe Spider-Man?
So, yes, Peter Parker in the Ultimate Universe died, and then Miles got got the spider powers and took over. And so for that, it made sense. And I go, in the Ultimate Universe, Miles Morales was Spider-Man because Peter Parker was dead. When they got rid of that universe, they brought, I think, the one character
together.
Yeah, the one character that survived it was Miles Morales. And Miles is a good character. I mean, a lot of people who agree with me and go, Peter Parker is Spider-Man, do like Miles Morales. They should give Miles his own character identity because, like you said, and people are saying in the chat, everything with Miles Morales is labeled as Miles Morales. When I told Mrs. R2 about what had happened, and she's like, well, Peter Parker is Spider-Man. And I said, well, there's people out there that think that Miles Morales is Spider-Man. She goes, but Miles Morales is Miles Morales. So even somebody who's not
into
your comic books.
This is all you said.
Yeah.
You said Miles Morales is a perfect metaphor for modern creativity, minimal effort in the execution with maximum effort and trying to make everyone accept it as the best part, or best ever. You can whine, cry, and scream all you want. Peter Parker will always be a Spider-Man. And you made some, you upset quite a few people. You got a Shaq gif.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one right here, you got called that. You got this guy coming in here with all pictures that all say this.
Yeah, they all have Miles Morales.
The game is called the Miles Morales version of the Spider-Man game. It's Spider-Man Miles Morales.
But I do. I mean, like, they need to make him be separate.
He
can be a Spider-Man related character. I mean, that's what like Nightwing is. But
well, wait a minute. Isn't Black Spider already a character somewhere in like DC?
Well, all I know is there's only one JT Gun.
Yeah.
JT Gun is JT. Cap is JT Gun. There's no other. I don't know who this guy is.
Miles Morales.
So I am right. There's a DC character called Black Spider, so I guess they can't use that.
But still, I mean, that's kind of the other thing. It's why, and we see so much of that where they're taking a character and then they're giving the mantle to somebody else, and they want it to just be blanketed, accepted as that's that character. When why not create a new persona for if you want to create a character?
But then the other thing, this all started back with the death of Superman in the 80s. when the comic came out. Like that was the first one you started where you had different Superman coming out. None was called Superman, but you had Superboy. You had
well, you had all these characters trying to take that mantle of
we had
Superman.
Supergirl.
Yeah, but Supergirl is not Superman or Superboy. They're different people. I mean, you could call him Spider-Teen. I don't know.
Winky?
Spider Boy.
I'm just saying, like
he's Miles Morales.
Yes, but he's also supposed to be younger than Peter Parker is at that time.
Right, but they call him Spider-Man. People who don't know who he is, they do call him Spider-Man.
And that's because of. Actually, that's a weird thing though, because the people don't know him and call him Spider-Man, even though everything printed and written and sold says Miles Morales.
Well,
tells you they only look at Twitter.
But nobody calls.
I'm talking about in the comic. Like if you were to flip your view, like you're a person who doesn't know that Miles Morales is Spider-Man, like as the person flying around webbing in that world, you just see a guy wobbing around, so you would say, "Oh, there's Spider-Man." You don't know that's
his outfit's different than Spider-Man. So,
so it's
you
a
have
different
Scarlet.
type.
You have Scarlet Spider. You have Iron Spider.
But what would you call him if you didn't know it was Miles Morales, but you saw a different type of Spider-Man floating through the sky? Would you call him something different?
I wouldn't know what to call him because his suit would be different, and it'd be because didn't they have the issue when he put the black suit on in the comics? Like when he put on the symbiote suit, like didn't people have issues? Oh, is that Spider-Man? Is it Spider-Man?
But you talking about when Peter Parker did that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they got Gwen Spider, Ghost Spider.
But when they did that, though, Peter lost. He was on Battle World. He lost his costume. That was his replacement costume when he came back.
Well, here you go. I mean, he's right. And so people don't know who that is under the mask, right? So, but she called herself Spider Gwen.
Yeah.
I guess you can call him.
But if I was gonna say too, if Miles Morales is Spider-Man, by that logic, then Ben Reilly is Spider-Man too. I mean, Peter Parker's clone.
Yeah,
but
because if you look at like the person in the comic that doesn't know who that person is, like no one really knows who Batman is, right? In Gotham, they just think of dude in a suit. They don't know it's Bruce Wayne. Whoever else.
He should be Arachnid Boy Man, and just do that.
Arachnid Boy Man. That's kind of long.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say something else, like, and I can't probably say that. It probably gets in trouble.
I had to stop myself from what I wanted to say. I really had to stop myself from what I wanted to say.
It could be Spider Hype. No,
I don't know. I just think that
hippity hoppity spider.
It's a lot. I don't mind the Miles Morales comics in the beginning. They gave him
he's a good character. He's fun.
Yeah.
He is a good character, but at this point, he will always be living in Peter Parker's shadow.
And Beard Liberty's right. He's no reason why he should have his own mantle. Now, in Batman comics, there are reasons why Dick will take over for Batman. It's normally when he's his name Nightwing. Nightwing will take over for Batman.
I'm clipping that.
you got this from Beard. As soon as he said that, he was like, "What?"
But I mean, in the Bat family, in the Batman comics, and the Batman.
Sometimes I love a flaccid weekend though.
Oh my goodness.
Y'all children.
I think Rick sent me something about that a while ago. That's funny. Too funny. Well, all right. I mean, let Spider-Man be whoever you want it to be. Don't call someone something because they disagree with you. That's the bottom line.
Mine's still his favorite Spider-Ham.
Well, I just want to say, when I had told Mrs. R2 about that, my wife had, I think, the best comeback that I wish I should have said to that person who called me the R word, and she wouldn't. You should have been like, "Oh, somebody's got white guilt."
Pretty funny, yeah. Yeah. Again, just because someone disagrees with you, don't call them all kinds of weird names.
Do those tweets. Eventually, you'll get money for them.
Yeah, maybe
That's the best way to say that. Like, say the normal statement that people that are one way see as controversial, and gain ad revenue. That's my 2 cents.
Is that what you do?
I will just say that Batman's overrated. Like, saying a statement that is like not that bad, but incendiary enough. The more you know. Oh, God, you had that?
Oh, yeah.
You had that already.
You could show him the other one.
Oh, God. I'm gonna call him Richard from now on. He's Richard Grayson.
Hold on.
Dickwing.
It's like...
Darkwing. I'm not gonna say that.
I thought JT was going to show the clip I sent to him after he sent me. Oh, he is.
Strawberry, watermelon, dick.
Overalls, and you're wearing like a
What do you have
scarf.
on right now?
Now we're watching Flashcast.
Rapscallion's a good one.
Nincompoop or rapscallion.
Use a word the current generation won't know. That's what you gotta do.
Are you gonna like grab like a trash lid and a bat and start banging it and
go into
wave 'em off?
hootenanny? We're gonna all go to a hootenanny.
Yeah,
What is a hootenanny?
I don't know. It's a word I like to say though.
It's who babysits a baby owl.
Oh, God.
Sorry, Tom. We just had to pick on you.
That's fine.
Dick.
We need to make our intro one of those with one of those. So, like, our videos we do Showtime, and then maybe we'll do HBO. Maybe we do that.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not.
Say what?
Nothing. Archer already has this clip of me saying like at least 3 things I probably shouldn't have.
Oh, you don't want him to clip it?
Dick. Cock. Dick. I like it.
What else do you have in pirate clips? My God.
Oh my God, that is funny!
Oh, sorry. I'm getting a little carried away.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I am. Oh, that's one of those. Okay, I got in trouble now.
Who's this man?
I said Tom's never coming back on here.
Well, I got him in trouble last night with another video, but I'm not going to show that here. Oh.
How is that in the sun? I'm Santa colored. I have the rosy cheeks.
Well, this has been fun, Tom. It's always great hanging out with you. I don't think we have any more other things to talk about except for our updates.
Yeah.
Really.
Do you need a drink first before you give the updates?
No. So again, August is car month. We did American Graffiti. Gone to 60 Seconds is next Monday, and then Monday after that is Fast and the Furious, and then we're also going to do Days of Thunder. So look for those. Also, if you want to support the channel, you can definitely buy one of our shirts at mixtees.com after the weekend -logo, and then take 20% off with that and get the ATW20 code. Tom, I want you to get a ATW shirt and wear it at Epcot for me.
Why specifically Epcot?
I think that would be a cool place to see it after the weekend shirt.
It's more 80s. The Epcot's more 80s. It opened in the 80s.
especially on Guardians of the Galaxy.
So Joker's already invited himself for Thundercats.
Okay.
You're on. Okay. Maybe. Just don't say things like DIC. Sorry, Tom. We love you, buddy.
Thanks for coming by, JV. Appreciate it.
Yeah, good to
Have a
see
night.
everyone in the chat. So go ahead, if you haven't done so already, hit the like, share with your friends, tell us all about us. And yeah, so look for something special in the next few weeks. And check the community notes or our Twitter. We have an Instagram too. You can follow us there.
We also have a Discord. You can find the invite in the About section of our YouTube page.
Right. Yeah. Very fun times. Someday I'm going to do that Walter White pantless photo with an ATW shirt. All right, we're going to end it here, folks. You have a good night, a safe weekend, and we will see you later. Bye.